Give me 1 second.
Ow! What's good? You like Lance over Justin? Wow. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. What did Lance Bass do in the group anyway? I don't recall ever hearing him sing. Did he just like stand there and look cute? What did he do? Y'all really don't like Justin, huh? We're gonna talk about that. We will definitely talk about that tomorrow. I still don't know why Reg is doing that review tomorrow. I did a whole Justin Timberlake album ranking on my channel like 2 years ago. A whole album ranking from every album from Justified to Man in the Woods. It was very easy. He's a great actor. Eh, I liked him in certain films. Not everything he's done has been good. Christian, what up? I liked him in Palmer. Palmer was, I think, his best film right now. Palmer was good, and Friends with Benefits. Him and Mila Kunis. That was a good film. Yeah, not everything he's been good in. I've seen some crap with him. Social Network, was he in that? I don't remember him in that one. Alpha Dog. He was cool in that. He was just starting to act in Alpha Dog. Um, there's another film that I saw him in. It was a baseball film. I think it was with him and Clint Eastwood. Forgot the name of that joint though. But he's done some hit or miss films. He could get better. I think he needs to pick better scripts. But he's not a bad actor. I have a feeling at some point they're gonna throw him in one of these comic book films or something. You know, if he was, I don't know, if he was younger, I think he could have played Robin. I don't know if you can put him in as Robin now, unless you have an older Batman. You know, like Ben Affleck. If Ben Affleck was to come back as Batman, maybe I could see Justin as Robin. I don't know. They have Robert Pattinson as Batman. That's the new Batman. But Ben Affleck is also Batman, and he might also come back. So you have two Batmans in the same universe. You got Michael Keaton, who's also going to come back as the original Batman. So you got three.
I'm back.
Spy movie. I don't remember the spy movie he was in.
What y'all talking about?
Justin as an actor.
Oh God, can we wait till tomorrow to talk about him, please?
Well, I'm still trying to figure out why you even doing it.
Because I told you. I
I feel
told
like
you
this,
I
I
why I'm
feel like
doing it. I'm not gonna say
this
it
is like
again.
this is gonna be a trash review for you.
Yeah, I haven't heard the album. I don't know if it's gonna be
You
trash
ever heard the
review.
album yet?
I mean, years ago I've heard it, but
Uh,
let me see how it is currently. Let me just say that.
so what happens if you like it? Then what?
Did I like it? Damn.
Then you're gonna do the other reviews?
I never said that.
Oh, Reg.
Just keep that same energy when we talk about Cheers next year.
Oh God. I never watched Cheers, so
Exactly.
well, it's because it wasn't funny to me. You
Who?
know, it wasn't funny. What was funny about Cheers?
It was. What do you mean? What was funny about
What
Cheers? It
what
was funny.
a bunch of drunken sods at a bar, and you call that funny? That's funny. Cheers.
Or just say your opinion. I'm gonna say my opinion about Justin. You say your opinion
I, li-
about
I
Cheers
like
and
I
shit.
like when we talk about black comedy because white comedy is very different from black comedy.
Okay, well, what are we talking about? Married with
White
Children.
white oh, I like that, but that's an exception. There are some white comedy shows that were funny, but there's a lot of dry shit that I didn't find funny at all. You know what I'm saying? Like Will and Grace was not funny.
Yeah, I
I
didn't.
didn't,
I
I
didn't
didn't
care
like
for
it.
Will and Grace.
Not Will and Grace. Didn't care for Cheers. Didn't care for Taxi. You
Oh,
know,
we know you don't care for Taxi.
um, a lot of that shit I didn't care for. Frasier, not a fan.
What about
Roseanne was funny, but Roseanne was funny in like a real depressing way because they were like kicks and they were like in the South and they were she was funny in a depressing way. Like
okay?
just
What
when you think
about
your life was fucked up, you look at Roseanne and your life is so much better.
Maud?
I never watched that. That's the one with B. Arthur.
Yeah, that's when we're
See, I
talking
didn't, I
about.
didn't watch, I didn't. Gee, B. Arthur, I know from the Golden. The Golden Girls was for hilarious. That's one of my favorite shows all time.
Well, I'm gonna put you. Well, that's the next show we're gonna talk about. Maud.
I probably won't like it, but
It's a Norman Lear show.
I not all of his shit was funny.
I mean, you liked One Day at a Time.
That was funny, but it was funny. See, I like One Day at a Time when it was the three of them, but when Valerie had to carry the show after Mackenzie left, and it was all about Valerie and the mom. So it was weird for that show, and it lasted like what 9 seasons.
Yeah.
You do a show like that now, that would get canceled the first season. You know what
Well,
I'm
I,
saying?
I have a feeling you'll like Mod. I have a feeling.
Okay.
Like the first 2 seasons are on Tubi, but there's plenty of episodes on YouTube, Daily Motion.
Friends, I didn't watch Friends. I'm not a fan. There ain't no black people or Spanish people on here.
Friends was racist, low key.
Yeah, not a fan. Maybe Tyler Moore, Once in a Bloom, but again, it's not one of my favorites. It's certain ones that I can. I Love Lucy is one of the best all time, top 5. Lucy
What about
Ball was
All in the
hilarious.
Family?
All in the Family was hilarious.
Okay, well that's after Mod too.
You know what I'm
So
saying? Archie made that show what it was.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? He was racist too, but he was hilarious though. You know what I'm saying? There's certain like shows when it comes to white comedy that was hilarious, and then there's ones that's like overrated. And I'm like, yo, what do people see in Seinfeld? I never got the hype for it. And I have black friends that watch that shit religiously. I'm like, yo, I must have missed the bus on that because I don't see him funny.
Q said, "What about Mary Tyler Moore?" I love the Mary Tyler Moore show.
Once in the blue, I would watch that.
One of the best
You know,
ensembles in steady.
Gilligan's Island, that was funny. That
Gilligan's
was
Island was my shit.
yeah, that was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Favorite new shows? It's not comedy. Any new show that I'm watching is definitely not no comedy show because they don't make funny comedy shows anymore to me. You know, I'm watching
You
shit
like
like
Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Wednesday's like the highest Netflix rated show right now.
Yeah, I gotta get into that shit.
That's hilarious. That Wednesday was good. Like they picked the right casting for Jenny Ortega as Wednesday, and they had Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia, and Luis Guzman is Gomez. That show was good. Like if you love the original Adams Family movies, you'll like the show.
Okay, I'll get into
That
that
show was
shit.
great. That show was great. I watched the whole thing. It's like 8 episodes. You know, you can watch that shit in a couple hours.
What about Laverne? I like
For sure.
Laverne and Shirley mostly when they were in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I like Laverne and Shirley. That was good. I like I
When they
like
went
I
to
like
Hollywood, I lost it. It lost me.
Silver Spoons was good from what I remember.
I hate Silver Spoons.
You didn't like Silver Spoons?
It was okay in some parts, but for the most part, I hate it.
I don't know.
What about
Alice. I watched Alice when I was like 3 years
Trash?
old. And some of them I haven't watched since I was 3 years old.
See, Alice was trash.
Hey Sean, what up?
I'm not gonna lie. I have a lot of surprising thoughts on this album. I'm not gonna hold you.
Surprising that's good.
I'm not gonna go that far, but you'll see what I'm saying. Do it.
Well, it's,
I
it's
remember
definitely not their worst. It's not their worst album compared to Better Tomorrow.
facts.
Better Tomorrow is their worst one.
Let me just get my shit together because I just got home from work.
Nah, I wasn't a fan of Doogie Howser. I like Doogie Howser in the Harold and Kumar films. I think he was funny in that.
That boy Doogie. You funny. So this whole escape beef and shit, I don't know.
What is that about? Like, what happened?
I think it's something to do with the dress. What? Let me talk to my mom right quick.
Facts of Life was hilarious. Saved by the Bell, hilarious. Boy Meets World, yep. I love those shows. I'm talking about more of like some of the older shows like from back in the day. You know, Brady Bunch is my shit. That's top five for me. Never missed it. You know. Um. Yeah, Brady. Like Partridge Family wasn't a huge fan of that. You know. Eight is enough. Wasn't a huge fan of that show. Mr. Ed. Same thing with that. Uh. The Beverly Hillbillies. There's a lot of those shows I didn't care for. Andy Griffith Show. Not a fan of those. It's only certain ones that I like. Car 54. You know. Once in a while, the Dick Van Dyke Show. Um. My two sons? Once in a while with that, but you know, a lot of them were hit and miss for me. Adam's Family was great. Munsters. What else? It all depends on the storyline and the cast too, because I mean, I didn't think like a lot of them shits were funny. You know, I Dream of Genie, hilarious. Give me a break, and that came on when I was. Some of those shits came on when I was like 3, 4 years old. Like I don't even remember, every episode of them joints. But Cal Burnett Show was cool. My grandparents was more into that. Good Times is good. Fame, I don't even. I remember the intro. I don't remember like the actual episodes. That shit came on when I was like 3, 4 years old. I don't remember. I remember watching the intro and shit, but as far as like episodes, I don't have no favorite episodes. Who's the Boss is my shit. Definitely. I could watch Who's the Boss now. Definitely one of my favorites. But they had a good cast. They had good storylines. Mama's Family was hilarious too. You know. Nah, that Murder She Wrote. Not into that. My mom used to watch that. I wasn't into that. Yeah, I wasn't. I don't remember Fame like that.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. Love Boat was cool. We did like a 6 hour TV show, like best TV shows, man. Y'all go watch that.
Yeah.
What TV show? We did like 6 hours of that shit.
Okay, I might start in like 5 minutes and shit. Rest in peace to that girl from Murder She Wrote, Angela Lambert, whatever her name was.
Lansbury.
Yeah, Lansbury.
Didn't she die like weeks ago?
Yeah. Also, I want to give another rest in peace to the Clarence Gilliard. He played James from Walker, Texas Ranger, and he was also on Die Hard. So rest in peace to him too.
I remember him.
Yeah, Christian. Once after One Day at a Time, once he did like Different Strokes, Facts of Life, which generally I do like. It started becoming more lightweight because he didn't want to do a lot of family sitcoms anyway. So
What's the last show he came out with?
the One Day at a Time reboot, the Mexican One Day at a Time.
Oh, yeah, I didn't like
He's
that.
making it. He's making a new show with Laverne Cox, from what I've read.
With who?
Laverne Cox and George Wallace,
Who's Laverne
the
Cox?
the the trans actress.
Oh, okay. And George Wallace,
Yeah,
the comedian.
yeah, the comedian. Yeah,
Oh wow. BG might be released from prison.
yeah.
I thought he was already released.
No, he was not released.
What did he do anyway?
I forgot, man.
So BG might be released and C Murder is still locked up.
That's life.
Interesting. Meanwhile, John Forte got a pardon from George Bush. So explain that.
And ASAP got a pardon from Trump.
What did ASAP do?
Remember, he got in that fight at overseas.
ASAP Rocky?
Yeah, ASAP.
What did he do?
He got in that one fight like at Sweden like a couple years ago.
And he was locked up?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's been a long day.
I think Brittany Griner might have to ask for a pardon from Clinton. Fuck Biden. What he doing to release her?
That situation itself is another story.
You know, everybody loved Clinton, right? Mike was good. He got locked up for gun possession. How long is he? It seemed like he's been in jail forever. Wasn't this nigga locked up back when he was with Cash Money?
Yeah,
So that's like what, over 20 years he's been locked up
I guess so.
for gun possession.
I guess so.
You got people out here that's not even doing time for weed anymore.
It be like that sometimes.
It's crazy.
Okay, let me
Meanwhile,
pull up
Brittany Griner is still locked up for not doing a damn thing but having a vape in her bag. Explain that.
Okay, let me get my shit together.
He was locked up for 10 years. He was locked up in and out of jail when he was with Cash Money. It's longer than 10 years. I can't even tell you the last time I saw BG.
Okay. Alrighty. I'm ready whenever you are. Oh, you got it? Okay.
I got him.
What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing? It's your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try with me. And the album we're going to talk about today is Wu-Tang's fourth studio album, Iron Flag. This came out 2001, December 18th to be exact, on Loud Records. This album kind of was a rush album because I think it's the last album that was released on Loud. I'm not mistaken and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they wanted to come out with something, before it shut down. I guess you know what I'm saying.
They went to the Steve Rifkin label, the new one.
You said what?
They for eight diagrams. They went to the Steve Rifkin had another label after that.
Gotcha. Okay.
That label. Yeah.
I appreciate it. All right. It only came out really with one single. From what I looked up, Uzi Pinky Ring. Producers.
There's a video for Y'all Been Warned.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, but that was released for some reason. That was released like maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that.
Oh wow.
I don't know why, but yeah.
All right. Producers include RZA, True Master Mathematics, Nick Fury, and Trackmasters. Guest appearances include Flavor Flav and Ronald Isley. Yeah, interesting. Okay. All right, so Iron Flag, Iron Flag, Iron Flag. Where do I even begin with this album? So pretty much when it came to Iron Flag and stuff like that, this was the album where it was they were going through like a lot around this time. So for one, you know what I'm saying? Let's start off with musically. After the release of the W and stuff, solo album wise, they came out with RZA's Digital Bullet album, which that album I thought was okay, but I'm gonna say my thoughts on that for later.
Yo,
Then
they
they also
they
came
just they just released the action figure for Digital Bullet, so I have to get that.
you said they just released an action figure?
They just released a RZA action figure for Digital Bullet because they released one um for Bobby Digi, and then they just released the one for Digital Bullet.
Got you. Alrighty. And so after the Digital Bullet, they had Ghostface's Bulletproof Wallets and stuff like that, which that's an album I kind of feel was very underrated.
Yes,
But
one of my favorites.
I prefer the original version with the samples and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because the album went through like a lot of sample clearances and
Right.
shit like that too. So after that, we're going through like a lot. So for one, Old Dirty Bastard, Old Dirty Bastard was absent from the album and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because he was going through like a lot of legal issues and he was pretty much on the run. So that's why Conditioner from the W was like his last official appearance with the Wu while he was still alive and stuff
Right.
like that too. You know what I'm saying?
True that track.
Yeah, I love that track. But
Seven City.
mhm, another absence was Capadonna and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much the thing with Capadonna was the fact that from when I looked up, his manager was an informant and stuff like that. He was a police informant, and that pretty much caused like a lot of issues with the group, especially with RZA and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and it was said that that's why he was absent from the album cover and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So he only appears once, like on the bridge for the song "The Glock"
Right.
and stuff like that too. But then, you have the cover without Capadonna, right?
Is there one with Capadonna?
So yeah, there was an original cover with Capadonna. I think they were doing that to promote.
This
And
is the original. This is from the because I was on the street team for this. This is the original from the record label.
yeah,
Capadonna ain't
that's
on it.
that's the one from the record label. They have the original cover that appeared on the back of the Wu-Tang manual,
Okay.
the RZA book and
Oh,
stuff
the
like that.
book.
Yeah.
Oh, I never got that book.
Yeah, me neither. I just found that shit out too. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I knew about the FBI police informant shit, but I didn't know the original cover was released like on the Wu Tang manual
Yeah,
and
I didn't
shit
know that.
too. So that was very interesting. And yeah, man, like I said, Loud Records was beginning to shut down. I think it shut like around '01, '02 and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And Street Life pretty much took over as like the de facto member. Taking over Capadonna's spot and shit too. So yeah, that's pretty much what was going on with this album and stuff like that too. And the album cover right there, it just looks like they were like in the middle of a war and
Yes,
stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
Pretty cool album cover. I like it and shit. You already showed the booklet and stuff too.
Yep. Okay. So you got like a whole. That would be a dope poster, just to frame and whole bunch of them out there and shit. Just dope, man.
Right. Yeah, man. Very, very dope and shit. Alrighty. This album has about 13 tracks. So let's get started. Um, Track number one, In the Hood. This song fucking has what's the name? It has RZA, Master Killer on it, Inspector Deck, Street Life. Yeah. Not a bad song, but I'm not gonna lie and stuff like that. They kind of sound bored on this song. I'm not gonna hold you.
Right.
I don't know if it was just me, but it's like I feel like the first couple of tracks could took a while for it to really gel and stuff like that. But I wouldn't have started the album off with this song right here
Yeah,
and stuff like that too. But it's alright.
it was okay. Had a nice beat, horns. I wouldn't have started. I would have started it off with the Iron Flag title track. I think that
Yeah,
was much better to start this album off. But yeah, it was okay.
yeah, I definitely hear your point about that. Track number two, Rules. This has RZA, Method Man, Ghost, Deck, Master Killer, Street Life, and Waquan. Honestly, Method Man stole the whole show on this fucking song too, man. I felt like he had the best. I feel like he kind of elevated this song, in my opinion. Like he had a line where he says, "We can eat right or we can clap these toys. I'm with street life, ain't never been a backstreet boy. Who y'all kidding? Trying to act like my shoe fitting. Confused with your head up your ass like who's shitting." You know what I'm saying? I felt like that he would definitely own this fucking. This could have probably been everyone else did that thing, but I always felt like Method Man had the illest verse.
See, I like Ghost verse because like Ghost is talking about what happened at when 9/11 happened, and this album came out that year, and he's basically talking to the terrorists and saying, who the fuck knocked our buildings down? Who the man behind the World Trade Massacre? Step up now. Where the four planes at, huh? Is you the same bitch? Fly that shit over my hood and get blown to bits. No disrespect. That's where I rest my head. I understand you gotta rest yours too. Nigga, my people's dead. America, together we stand, divided we fall. Mr. Bush, sit down. I'm in charge of the war. He's directly letting people know how he felt about 9/11 and how it affected him and the Klan. And I think when you look at the album cover, Iron Flag, it was like not just them. I think it's so many meanings are going to the flag and America at that time when 9/11 happened and being patriotic and standing up for your country and the Roots standing up for themselves and I think it was a great song. I love Ghostface first the way he started it off.
Yeah, I definitely hear your point about that. Um, Next track we got is Chrome Wheels. This song fucking has because some affiliates like 12 o'clock, Prodigal Son, and To the Road, and shit like that. You also had RZA, in his Bobby Digital kind of phase and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, Raekwon was also on this track too, and Madam D. This song was okay, but not really one of my favorites, but again, not a bad song as well too. It was alright.
I ain't care for it.
Yeah,
It's skippable to me. Nah, it's skippable. You know,
understandable. I don't blame you. Next track we got is Soul Power Black Jungle. This features Flavor Flav. I have to be real with you. I kind of felt like Flavor Flav kind of took on the fucking ODB role. Now, I can definitely picture ODB doing Flavor Flav's part,
right?
but honestly, this is actually where the album actually found its groove, in my opinion,
Yeah,
and stuff like that. The beat was very, very dope and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? It had Raekwon, Master Killer, Ghost, You God, which I felt like he definitely did his thing on
yes,
this track. On this track too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he definitely had the best verse and shit. You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
Put some respect on you, God.
Yes,
You know,
yes. He's just talking about like his childhood. But one thing I liked about him was like he was throwing like comedians, singers. Like he had a line where he says Sinatra, the Pop, the Jackson Five recordings,
right?
Uptown Saturday, Come to Harlem, Remaster Circus was a Billy and Barnum. Like very, very dope way he was doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, very dope song. One of those songs that definitely had that vintage Wu kind of feel to it.
I think like if you took off all the Wu members, this could be a Public Enemy track. It had that
Yeah,
real funky Public Enemy sound to it. With the horn arrangements and the beat and Flavor Flav just giving his ad libs on it and you got we did a video on you God. You God to me has always been an underrated member in the clan and he killed his track. Reunited on the radio, Wu Tang Superb, Endless Sprinkles, Girls Double Dutching on the Curb. I loved his verse. You got Method Man and Flavor Flav at the end, shouting out different parts of Long Island because Method Man is originally from Long Island, not Staten Island, and Flavor Flav, Public Enemy's from Long Island, and they shouting out Roosevelt and Westbury and Hempstead, Freeport, Long Island, and I thought that was dope, and it was dope. It was dope to hear Flavor Flav on the Wu Tang album, and to me, he fit right in with the clan. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't even have to rhyme; he just brought that energy that he normally brings to Public Enemy to Wu Tang album, and I thought it was dope.
Right.
Sam said Flavor Flav and Rizzo are blood cousins. I
I
didn't
never
know.
heard that. Oh wow.
Never heard that.
Interesting. The more you know. All right. Next track, Uzi Pinky Ring. Shit, man. This song right here, pretty much the best known song off the album. It has You God, Raekwon, Polite, Ghost, RZA, Method Man, Inspector Deck, pretty much everybody
Right.
and shit. I'm not gonna lie, it's not a bad song, but I've always hated that beat.
You don't like the beat?
I've always hated that beat.
What?
Yes,
Oh man,
I always.
I
I
got
now,
Uzi.
granted, like I said, it was lyrically, I love it. Actually, I love the. Yeah, it had like a black exploitation kind of feel to it and
Right.
stuff like that. But I don't know. I could have felt like they could have made that beat for somebody else and shit. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
who?
It felt like a
Would use,
remix.
other than the RZA? Who would use that beat? Who could use it?
That's. Let me think. Let me think.
Rock Marcy, maybe. But see, he wasn't.
You
He
know
wasn't.
what?
Rock
Rock.
Marcy wasn't even popping
He
back then.
wasn't what like he wasn't popping
Yeah.
at that time and shit. You know what? This might sound a surprise, but I can see Rod Digger on this beat. If you want to talk flip mode squad,
Okay.
if you want to talk flip, I can definitely see Rod on Bust. Maybe Buster,
Maybe
maybe
Buster. Buster
right,
could kill
but
anything. So
yeah. But I don't know. It just didn't really give me that Wu Tang kind of sound and shit.
Ronnie said Pete Rock. Pete Rock rhymed into this beat. Oh, how about that?
I never thought of Pete Rock, but I
Pete
can
Rock.
definitely see where you're coming from with that.
I love it, man. I don't know. I think the horns is what make this song. That's that horn section makes this song what it is to me. I thought it was a great first single. It had that black exploitation, 70s sound to it, and everybody killed it. Like I said, you God again on here, he did his thing, and RZA, Deck, everybody killed it. I enjoyed it.
Definitely.
Cool G rap, I don't know. Can you hear Cool G rap on this beat?
No, hell,
Nah.
no. I'm sorry, I can't hear Coogee, and I love because now you're thinking about the Giancana story, which
Right.
I like the album, but he did have some weak production on that. Because originally the Neptunes were supposed to have done that album. Thank God they did
The
not.
whole album?
Yes,
Nah.
thank
Unless they
God.
were giving G Rap the clips beats from Hell Hath No Fury. I couldn't see them doing that for him.
I agree.
Nah.
Yeah, man.
Eminem and
Next
Dre?
track. Nah.
Fuck no. You talking about Eminem and Dre?
Track number 6. One of these days. Let me see what I wrote. Again, this song was pretty solid and shit like that too. I'm trying to pull up who's on this fucking. I know Method Man is on this track. Deck is on this track. Raekwon and stuff like that too. You God. No, Method Man's not on this track. It's in Deck, Ray, and You God and shit. I'm tripping. I love the Donny Hathaway sample that they use for this shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But again, not one of my favorites, but not a bad track indeed.
Yeah. It was cool. Nice beat. Nice horns on it. It's just a regular to me.
Yeah. Track number 7, Y'all Been Warned. Oh, fucking love this track, man. True Master did his thing with this one. This has Meth, RZA, Dak, Raekwon, Master Killer. Yeah, man. This was a very dope track. Actually, one of my favorite tracks off this album, to be
Same.
quite honest with you, and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Um, Definitely gave it that gritty, woo kind of feel to it and shit like that too. So I fucking love it.
This is my favorite song on the whole album. Like
This is actually my second favorite too.
the banging beat, the bass line. It has that woo sound. Method Man killed it. You know, Hear Me Roar, Timberland Tree, Weed Galore, MCs with gusto, y'all ain't never seen before. El Producto, past that, you puff too slow. That's what's up, yo. The kid with the buck two flow. Love Method Man's verse. This was great. For I don't know why they released a video so many years later, but there's a video for this on YouTube. Check it out. But yeah, this is my favorite song on Iron Flag.
Yeah, I don't blame you and shit. Um, Next track we got is Babies. Now this is actually my favorite track off this album and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
This is your favorite track.
This is my favorite track.
Wow.
You don't like the song?
No, I don't.
What?
I'll tell you there's some hits and misses on this album. It wasn't their worst, but it's not their best.
I
There's some
agree with
songs I
that.
like more than others, but I don't like this one. This is skippable for me.
Wow. Wow. I'm shocked right now.
What
Well, you know what? I
after
respect
you
you.
finish, I want to hear what's your favorite like five or three of the five songs on this album.
Okay. Most of them is gonna be on the second half, but
Okay.
yeah, man. I like this first of all, RZA did his thing on this beat and shit like that too. I definitely feel like Ghost had the illest verse and stuff like that, you know, and because the song pretty much tells a story about pretty much this police officer who was dealing drugs turned into a serial killer and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you had Jizza pretty much, just talking about how the violence, like in the community, shapes the young kids and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? What I definitely felt like was nice contrast to Ghost of Ray's storytelling and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Um, it definitely kind of reminds me of something I could have also heard on Liquid Swords in a weird way and shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Has that investigate reports kind of feel to it. But I'm not saying it's
That was my
as
joint
good
too.
as investigate reports. You know what I'm saying?
That
But
was my joint too. Investigative
for
report.
real, now we talking and shit.
Man,
But yeah, this was a very dope joint. I love it.
I didn't care for it. I could skip this track. There's some joints on here I was like, I could skip.
Mm, definitely. I definitely respect you and shit like that. What did I do that fucking day? All right, track number 9, Radioactive for Assassins. Um, Again, this was like another solid track right here. This was another solid track right here. Not really one of my favorites and stuff, but I felt like the beat, I felt like the beat definitely made it up for it and stuff like that too, you know?
I like this joint. This had like a Public Enemy, like I want to say Brother's Gonna Work It Out. It reminded me of a Public Enemy song from like Nation. It Takes a Nation album, maybe Fear of a Black Planet. I'm forgetting the album title, the song title right now, but that beat and like that siren that goes off in the background was just dope. It just added some grittiness to the track, and I think Method Man again killed it. He said, "Y'all get locked up. Everything was right till we popped up and got it on and popping like all Redenbacher. Partner, you ain't got no wins in me, Casa. Wu-Tang gotcha." Loved his flow. His flow is like so timeless. And I love Method Man's flow. I thought it was a dope album cut.
Definitely. Um, Next track we got is fucking back in wait, let me see. Yeah, back in the game featuring Ronald Isley. This was produced by the track masters and stuff like that too. Oh wow, this song caught me by surprise.
Same.
This song caught me by surprise. You said what?
Track Masters on the Wu-Tang album. I never thought I would see that.
Ron Isley on the Wu Tang album.
Ron Isley, Mr. Biggs on the Wu-Tang album.
Yeah, man. So with this song right here, it has Meth, Deck, of course, Jizza, you know what I'm saying, and Raekwon and Ghostface on it. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about, they're just doing their fucking thing and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, making day by day, making that paper and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Very very interesting song. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorites as well too. So yeah, very very dope.
This was a good song that took me by surprise when I heard it. And I'm like, the Trackmaster is a production team that's done nothing but multi-platinum hits with artists Mariah Carey, R. Kelly, Nas, Mega, Nature, everybody in the game they've done shit for, and they do something on a Wu Tang album. I'm like, this is different because Wu Tang wasn't really about glorifying and the multi platinum and all that. They were against that, and you bring in the track masters, do a song, and then you got Mr. Biggs, Ron Isley from one of the best R&B groups ever on the chorus, and he sounded great. I love the beat. I think it was more like when you hear the beat, it's more like it felt like it was more of the track masters paying homage to Wu Tang. Like it had like a Wu Tang sound. They didn't come in and try to do like some jiggy shit like they would normally do for like a Will Smith or LL Cool J. It was more like the beat was catered more to Wu Tang, and I think that's why Wu Tang was like, "Yo, like we're gonna get them on the album because this beat is for us. It sounds like us." And I think that killed it. He said, as we step in the door, we cause panic. Yep, the usual suspects. We at it, vexed at it, while y'all winning weak with the belt. Few chicks felt your style, now you feeling yourself. I love Dex verse. One of my favorites on the album. This should have had a video because I would have loved to see like Mr. Biggs with Wu Tang in the video. It would have been great.
Mhm. Definitely. Track number 11, Iron Flag, the title track. This song had Raekwon and Master Killer on it and shit like that. Again, another solid song right here.
And
You know what I'm saying?
it's a double track. You got the Glock.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the Glock. I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk about it. Inspector Deck was also on this track too. Yeah, very very dope track right here. You know.
I like this one. The title track should have been the first track to open the album. I love the beat. I love that little like chipmunk, sped up sample or whatever that was, and Ray killed it to me. Like his whole verse was fire, and he said, what made you murder my flow? What made you rival my clothes? What made you fuck it, son? These niggas gotta I think a lot of flows. I flip exotic hoes. We painting pictures. If it's a question, I seen a lot of those. Getting flower goats, power just by the boats. RZA, your vision is exquisite. Daddy Hodrick scrolls. It seemed like he was calling out like some biters again, like the same thing he did on Cuban Link. It seemed like he was going at some biters on his in his verse, but I love the beat. I think the beat was fire. Now the second part, I didn't like the Glock. I think that beat was whack. I know Ghost was on that shit, but I didn't like that. Sounded like something like that could have been left off of the W. But I like the Iron Flag joint. I think that should have been the album opener.
Mm. Yeah, I definitely hear your point about that. All right. Next track, the Glock. Yeah, this was the hidden track as well. This is the infamous track where just had Capadonna doing the ad libs and stuff like that. You had Yuga on it, Ghost, RZA, Master Killer, and Raekwon on this track too. You know what I'm saying? Pretty cool song. Definitely love how dark and grimy this track was and stuff like that too. I'm saying, very very dope. Love it.
Yeah, I ain't care for it. I don't know. It didn't sound like I'm like, did we need like a second track after the title track? There was, why not just make it like its own track? It's like Wu has done this before on Wu Tang Forever and on the W. They did this shit with the hidden tracks and everything, but I don't think it was needed.
Yeah, I definitely hear your point about that. But hey, um, you have the version with 12 tracks, right? Just letting you asking.
Yeah, with Dashin is the last one.
Okay, yeah.
But the bonus joint that's on the Australian and Japanese version.
Oh yeah, the W.
Yeah.
All right, so Dashing is pretty much like a Christmas song from what I looked up. We have like a few hip hop Christmas songs and shit, but um, it was okay. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty okay and shit like that. It had, excuse me, it had Inspector Deck was on this. Jizza. That's pretty much it and stuff like that too. So it was okay, not really anything special.
I like it. I think the beat was banging. You know, the synthesizers on it, Deck killed it. He had like that little like play on words from like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer thing. You know, I was dashing through the snow on a one horse open. It's like I like that. And he said, what he said? He said they call me Raleigh, watch me Polly with the wide body Denali, pack the bad hottie with enough ice to play hockey. I swarm like paparazzi. She popped a wheelie on the candy apple Kawasaki. Love this flow. Deck has always been a great lyricist, and I like the joint. I think it was dope.
Interesting. Okay. Alrighty. So overall, this album to me, I'm gonna be real. When I first heard this album years ago, I didn't really care for it too much because I felt like it was pretty much just rushed. It was pretty rushed and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But but overall, I re-listened to it when I was getting ready for this review. When I was getting ready for this review, and I actually it actually grown on me. Now, granted, it's not the best Wu album, but it's not the worst Wu album.
Right.
It's somewhat in the middle.
Yeah.
Cause I got 8 diagrams a tad bit over this one. Surprisingly,
Same. Same.
niggas talk so much shit about 8 diagrams, but
Mhm.
that album was actually very good and stuff like that too.
I agree.
Um, Iron Flag, when it comes to this album, I do admit, the like absence of ODB, you know, we kind of got it ready when it came to like the W, because since 36 Chambers, when it came to like group albums, his presence was like diminishing with each album, stuff like
Right.
that too. So at this point, I was kind of prepared for that shit too.
Uh-huh.
But I felt like the new members put in a lot of work when it came to this fucking project and shit like that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And with that, I'll give this 3.5 mics.
So they got some dope tracks. There's some tracks that I skipped over. Again, it's not the worst. I still feel like Better Tomorrow is their worst album ever. It's not the best. It's in the middle. It's if we had to rank, it'll be number 4. It'll be number 5 for me, actually, because their first 3 to me was their best, and then I like Reg said, I like uh A Diagrams more than this album, and that one was slept on as well because they were on Steve Rifkin's new label at that time. Not all the members are on that one either. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the time when Raekwon
Right.
had beef with Rizzo or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So but that the production on A Diagrams is better than this album. So this would be like top 5. This would be number 5 if you had to rank. It's 3 mics for me. There are some joints I do like. I love Y'all Been Warned. You know, Back in the Game with Ron Isley. That should have been a single. Soul Power with Flavor Flav. That was dope. Pinky Ring, great first single. Dash In, the Deck joint. So those are my favorites. But yeah, there's 3 mics for me.
Definitely. What time is it? I'm gonna stay on for a couple more minutes and stuff. Oh,
Kaya, what's up?
hey Kyle, what's up?
4 mics Q. I know you didn't listen to this album. The album is not a 4 mic album.
Is this what I think it is? I
I
hate when
mean,
mom
Sam, if you
does
feel
this.
like it's 2.5 mics, then that's what it is. Don't change it up because I say it's 3 mics. I'm just saying for me, it's no higher than 3 mics. I'm not giving it. I don't think it's a 4 mic album. I don't think it's a 3.5 mic album.
Mm. I hate when my mom does this shit. Great. But yeah, man, it's crazy and shit. Yeah, man. So we definitely got to talk about some move albums from this period. I think Digital Bullet might be the next one.
Digital Bullet. I haven't heard that in years. That one is out of print too. Maybe I think I want to say they re-released it for Record Store Day. If I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Maybe that's why they brought out the action figure with it. So I guess with every RZA solo project, there's an action figure coming out with it.
So Nas and 21 Savage did a song together.
I heard about that. I'm like, why Nas? Why is this part of the whole makeup breakup to makeup shit? The whole nigga said that you irrelevant, so you do a song with him.
I don't know how I feel about all this, but okay.
It really wasn't needed, but I mean, if this is gonna bring 21 Savage fan base over to Nas, then I guess that's a good thing. They should know who Nas is anyway.
hmm I'm a bit outside. I need to check something else. There.
Bobby Digital album got re-released. I believe that's on vinyl and digital bullet, I think, or Digi Snacks. So I think his solo albums are getting like re-released on vinyl, and they're coming out with like action figures. I'm assuming for each one. They already got one for Bobby Digital and they got one for um the Digital Bullet album. So maybe they'll drop one for Digi Snacks. Maybe they'll drop one for the Cure. I don't know. I don't know what they plan on doing. But it looks like he has like action figures. They're $20. You can get it on super7.com. They make action figures for many different artists. Run DMC, I believe they have a Run DMC pack out for Christmas and Hollis pack. They have Notorious B.I.G. action figure. They got Beastie Boys, some Beastie Boys action figures. The whole website has different action figures. So the RZA action figures are $20 a piece. You have your issues with A diagrams? Well, what's your issues with the A diagrams? Because I know you probably didn't hear this. If you give an Iron Flag 4 mics, then what are you gonna give the A diagrams?
Who has issues with 8 diagrams?
Who you think? The dude that never listens to none of these albums we talk about. Bobby Digital, yeah, that's a great album.
What the hell did I go to camera for? Ay, ay, ay. What the fuck? Did I smoke so much I forgot what I did a day sometimes? Ugh. So get this. So my mom gave me a receipt. I helped
Hmm.
out with some groceries. She asked me about this one Harris Teeter receipt, and I don't remember going to Harris. It's like I remember doing a lot of shit, but she keeps asking me where did this receipt come from. So I'm trying to figure out what I did that day. And it's just like it was just last week,
Right.
so I can't remember what I fucking did and shit. Especially because I know the 23rd. Me and Aisha went to the movies. Pretty much chilled for that day and shit. I don't know.
Which
Why she asked?
which Wu Tang album was a chore to listen to? I would say
I
To
better
Cal Part
tomorrow.
Three was trash. That was hard to listen to. What
Oh,
you
you
say?
just talking about any Wu or just the group albums?
Like I'm assuming Christian means any. Well, if it's Wu Tang, then it's a Better Tomorrow. If it's like any Wu album, for me it's To Cal 3.
Honestly, ODB's nigga please fits the list. He says mostly the production.
On they diagrams is another one mic album. That's better than Iron Flag.
I agree. I cannot wait to talk about Fish Scale though. That's the one I can't wait to
First
talk
Scale was
about.
great. Yeah, First Scale was great.
What is your least favorite Chino XL album? Honestly, I've only heard of one album. That's the Here
Exactly.
to Stay Girl.
I ain't hear nothing else after the first one. So get
I
into
heard
that.
some of the second one. I didn't care for it.
Hey, when we review that, then that's when that'll be the perfect time for you all to go back and listen to it. You know, I can tell you my favorites off of that album already because I've played it a couple times. It's definitely better than Iron Flag.
Life Changes is my shit.
That was dope. I like Windmill, Campfire. You know,
When the Wolf,
Heart Gently Weeps, which is like a rendition. But Erica Badu's on there. Then that's she killed that joint. You know, Get Him Out Your Way, Pa. Yeah, there's a couple joints. I know that album by heart. Like that's definitely a better album than Iron Flag.
hmm. Yeah. Another. What do you think of Wake Method Man's 421 album?
Is that the one with Presidential MC?
Yeah.
That one was good. That one, cause that's the joint that had so much to say with Lauryn Hill, and he
Yep.
was in Wendy Williams, and from what I remember, like that album was better than Takal 3. Takal 3 was his worst album.
Yeah, man. I know next week is going to be a very good week because a certain soul group from Philadelphia was finally going to get their just due.
Okay,
OJ's finally going to talk about OJ's next week.
yes.
I'm going to reveal the album tomorrow and shit. Shantae Moore is going to come up this month too. Shout out to Ashley. I got her first four albums and shit.
You disagree on what? You ain't hear that album. How you can disagree with me? If you're giving Iron Flag 4 mics and eight diagrams 1 mic, come on, bro. Go back and listen to that album.
What about Rask? It's Rask.
Oh, you spelled Rascast wrong. It's
No,
Kas.
he keeps spelling this shit wrong, man.
Did you get left back in elementary school or something?
Chill.
Kass. Rascast. Play the clip. Yes, I agree with saying play the clip, Reg.
For the clip.
Please.
Whatever. Fuck it.
This dude did not listen to these albums. I know that. Oh man. Why do you do this to yourself, Q?
I'm gonna stay on for another 5 minutes and shit. Just letting y'all know.
It should be 5 minutes of worth of clips. Just play like all clips dedicated to idiocy.
I haven't played this clip in a minute, honestly.
You are a user. Oh Lord. Why?
Why do y'all do this to me?
Why? Why do you do this? I think he does this for fun, yo. You can't be like that. I think he's doing that for fun.
I told you this. I told you this, bro.
Oh, dude. Jesus Christ.
This is confusing, man. You know what? I'm just gonna make some shit up. Give me one second. I said my mama's message. Give me a second.
Yeah. Why did Ross Cass have two showed album? I don't know. I think he had label issues. I know he was on the run. Um, I know he explained it. You have to watch the DJ Vlad interview he did. He explained it like he was actually on the run in New York City. He caught a charge and he went to came to New York, and at that time he was doing like mixtapes, and while he was on the run he was having issues with his label. Um, he was supposed to come out with the Golden State Warriors album, and they had issues with that. Um, what was the other album? Van Gogh. I think Van Gogh got shelved also. But he told the story on DJ Vlad, like how he was on the run from the cops, and while he was on the run, he was making new music, but he had issues with his label, and they shelved his albums and stuff.
Right.
And that's like some of the best Rascast stuff that we probably will never get to like get officially, you know.
I'm ready for this collection video tomorrow, man.
Yes.
I'm ready.
What time we doing that?
Okay. The video starts at 9 o'clock, but right after the Justified review.
Okay.
Let me see
What
how many
time?
tracks.
What time is the Justified review?
9 o'clock.
Oh, okay, 9 o'clock.
Let me see how many songs this fucking album got.
It's about 15, I think. 14.
Okay, that's not too bad. Cause I just want to show the albums out tomorrow and shit. Lord help me.
I don't know what I'm gonna show. I might show just music. I might show sneakers. Got a lot of shit over
Come
the
on,
past
man.
couple months. So I don't know. We ain't have enough time, so I might just keep it to the music and stuff.
Why do I put myself through this shit? Oh, 13 tracks. Okay.
13.
Yeah, we can do
But
13 tracks.
there's a bonus. I believe there's a bonus track like international.
We don't have to do the bonus track.
Oh man.
Let's just stick to the original track listing. If anyone has it with a bonus track, then I'll do with the bonus track.
Well, I didn't mention the bonus track for the Iron Flag. I wrote it. I wrote down stuff for it, but
See, I didn't even know you had the album. That's the thing.
yeah, I told you I have their first. Okay, the only album I don't have that was good is the W. I don't have the W, but I
Oh
have
man.
the other albums. I don't. Better Tomorrow I don't need because that just was bad. I don't want that. So, but the W is that's the only one that I need. But all the other ones I got 8 Diagrams, Iron Flag, Wu Tang Forever, and then 36. At the end of 36, I got like 5 fucking copies of that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's about it. And I mean, do you count the mathematics joint? I got the mathematics one too.
Isn't that more of a compilation?
It's all Wu Tang on it though. It's
No.
mainly I mean it's all Wu, but like a lot of the tracks was mainly Method Man and Redman on it.
Hmm.
You know, so if you ever want to do a review on that, I have that album.
Okay. You know what's crazy, Try? Just letting you know.
Yeah.
I remember when. Have you ever heard the Wu Tang meets the indie culture album?
Yes. I remember.
Classic. I don't give a
You
fuck.
like you like that one?
I like that one.
Okay. That one is
That's
slept on.
very slept on.
That one is slept on for sure. That was a good one. On Esther or Lamont?
On Esther.
On Esther, yeah. Man.
Good Times is my favorite show of all time. Huge fan.
I think Ray Sean just described this as sweet and smoke.
You said what?
I said Ray Sean described this as sweet and smoke.
Hmm.
This that sound like a barbecue sauce or something. What is the worst compilation album you ever heard? I don't think I've ever heard of a worst compilation album. Uh, Maybe Rough Riders Volume 3. I didn't like that shit. That shit was bad. Volume 2 wasn't great either. Volume 2 had some joints though, but nothing like the first one. The first one was cool, was great.
Interesting.
Worst compilation you ever heard? Compilation album.
Worst compilation.
Yeah, I already know what you're gonna say, and I disagree.
What am I going to say? Because I don't even know what I'm going to say.
QB Finest.
No, that's not the worst.
Oh, because I know you don't like that album. You said you didn't care for it.
I don't like it, but I don't think it's one of the worst. It just has some bad songs on it.
I thought that was a great compilation.
I'm trying to think. Hold on, man. Worst
Kristen,
compilation.
Suge Knight presents the Chronic 2000. Still smoking.
That might be a contender.
Oh wow, I don't think I heard that one.
That was when Death Row became the role.
The Road, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't. Ain't too many bad compilation albums I've listened to.
Right. Yeah, fuck this. I'm tired of thinking about this shit, man.
Chronic
I'm just
2000. I ain't listened to it.
headaches. Um, what time is it? Yeah, I'm actually going to end off the video right here because I got some shit I got to handle. Other than that, I got some shit. You know, tomorrow is going to be the Justified review. Tomorrow's actually going to be a double day because I also got a movie review at 12:30.
Oh yeah, that's right. We doing Superfly?
No. That's Thursday at Mike's channel.
Okay.
I'm going to do I'm doing uninvited guest.
Oh,
Makai
yeah.
Fight.
You did ask me about that. I didn't watch the movie yet though.
It's on Tubi.
Okay.
If you want a good laugh, please watch that.
So
Please.
Is this gonna be like a trash movie review tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Lord.
It's so bad it's
Why are you
good.
doing this? Why?
Makai Pfeiffer plays like the serial killer. I'm just like, Makai, what are you doing? Like,
Do I want to waste a whole hour and a half of watching Makai play a bad serial killer?
and guess who else is in the movie? You're gonna
Who else
laugh.
is in it? Who else?
Wanye from Boys to Men.
Oh Lord. I already know it's bad. Just because you said Wanye's in the movie. I already know.
And Wanye gets the shit slapped out of him plenty of times.
Wow.
Shit. But yeah, also let me pull up the schedule. I think I got something planned for Saturday. Hold on. Shit, man. This meeting is gonna be a good week of shit. Oh, by the way, I told you that I ordered the albums for you, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Those are coming after this is in December. So those are like for the next pickups video, whenever that is.
Well, I have some shit coming after pickups video. I'm still gonna show them this month and shit too. So
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
But then when you come, we can show them here.
yeah.
Okay.
Because like whenever you get the album, just show it and stuff like that. Because
Okay.
I know for a fact I got some shit for Ari that might come after the collection video too. So
Right.
after the collection video, the Justified review, we actually want to talk about some good R&B when we're going to talk about D'Angelo's Brown Sugar album,
Wow.
aka Black Jesus and shit. You know. 3 albums, and yeah.
Wow.
Next week is going to be the cool in the game discography breakdown.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Look, first, let's do the cutoff. I got to do the cutoff and shit. Hold on, I forgot to tell you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send you the list right now since we're still
All
here
right.
because
Cool.
they got fucking 11 albums and shit, and 11,000 albums. That's what they got.
Oh man.
Oh
Kim
wow,
Fields
they
is
toured
in
with
it. Oh my god.
huh?
Kim Fields is in the movie too.
Man, she's only appeared in the first 3 minutes, but they have the nerve to say special appearance. Kim Fields, like what?
It's a cameo. That's a cameo.
It's a special appearance.
Okay, so she made a special appearance.
She just gets killed.
Oh wow.
That's a special appearance.
Wow.
All right, we're going to cut off is going to be 1986.
All right, so 86 is the cutoff.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the list on Instagram.
All right.
Don't be saying, oh, well, you didn't send me the list and shit. No, that's Let me stop. Cause you be like, what's the list? I was like, nigga, I just sent this shit to you.
I know.
I was like, we used to text on Instagram and shit. Now we just text on the regular phones and shit. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, you know, I like to be off of Instagram for hours, you know, so nobody
Yeah.
bother me and shit on there.
I don't like people knowing I'm online
You know,
and shit.
people want to hit me up and call me on. I'm like, I'm not logged in. Don't fucking call me if I'm not logged in. You
Yeah.
know? I like my privacy away from social media.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah, Cool Again should be next week. I gotta plan out my schedule tonight too. Mod, hopefully I can do that next week too. Hopefully, and shit too. Like I said, you can find some episodes everywhere,
Right.
mostly in Prime and Tubi and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm luckily me. I got the fucking DVD set,
Of
so
course. Wow. That's the complete series?
complete series,
You
baby.
like it that much, huh?
Yeah, I got the complete series in one day at a time too and shit. So, and that's not among my favorites, but I still got it for collector's purposes because they only got the first season. Huh? You said Knight Rider?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I've never actually seen Knight Rider.
You never watched Knight Rider?
I never actually seen Knight Rider.
I
I've never
got
been a big David I've never been a big David Hasselhoff fan like that.
Yeah. Well, that's the only thing I like from him. I wasn't really big on Baywatch except for the women, but Knight Rider was my shit. You know, Kid.
I didn't even like him on Young and the Restless. So I'm sorry, man.
I didn't watch that.
I know.
Kid was my thing, yo. I got the first season on DVD. So whenever you're ready for Knight Rider, let me know.
Okay, I'll give it a chance. Only for you, man.
Watch the old school one, not the 2000 shit. I didn't like that.
I know. Fuck the reboot.
Yeah.
Sam, I know Metallica got a new song. I have not heard that shit. I've been busy. Today was Aisha's birthday. I've been with her literally all morning.
Aisha for her birthday.
Yeah, man. We had a hotel day. Let's just say that.
Oh.
Let's just say she's catching up on sleep right now. So.
Why you wait?
You said what? I drink coffee. I drink coffee and green tea. I'm going to be up for a minute.
You drank coffee for Iron Flag? You're a dedicated motherfucker.
Well, no. I drink coffee at work because it's to calm my sanity.
Okay.
And I already took a nap earlier and shit too. Right. So yeah.
I'm about to say you staying up for.
Yo, look at this nigga cute. I have these models on Instagram hitting me up. And
oh my god. Okay. Well, I wouldn't know.
Nigga trying to be involved and shit. I see you, nigga.
Aw, you trying to be involved in our convo? You feel left out.
Oh Lord have mercy, man. Let me stop. My nigga trying to get down and shit. Look at you.
Mike said he got the whole. Yo, we got to talk about Knight Rider then. Mike got the whole series.
Calm down, man. Calm down.
You know, something that I actually like. You know, something that I like to watch.
Relax.
That fucking Cheers in Taxi, you know.
Nigga, we did New York Undercover. We did one day at a time.
I love that. See, I like the shit.
We did
when it's both mutual.
And Batman the animated series.
That's great. But
I don't remember you saying shit about that though. But when I want to talk about the greatest sitcom of all time, that's when you have an issue.
Taxi?
Yes.
Taxi is not. All in the Family is better than Taxi. That is not the greatest sitcom.
All in the Family. Okay, that's my third favorite.
Ball. I Love Lucy was better than Taxi.
That's my second. See, you labeled it my top. That's how much I know you listening. You just named my top 3 favorite sitcoms and shit.
Oh my god.
Taxi, Lucy, All in the Family.
Taxi.
All in the Family is later on this month.
Holy shit. So you,
You know-
you got Taxi over Martin and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
See, I love All in the Family so much. I'm not even gonna watch all the episodes. I just know a lot of the episodes by heart and shit.
Right.
Like when Edith got raped, when the draft dodger, Archie and Mike and shit like that. Come on. Don't hell. You know what? Watch. I got something for you.
Man.
I got something for you.
Man.
Look at this shit.
What I can say.
If I'm not a fan, look at this shit.
Wow. Wow. That's all I can say.
Book
Wow.
about the whole fucking show. This came out in 19.
You are a dedicated fan if you
Yeah,
bought the
niggas-
book.
I'm a dedicated ass motherfucker and shit.
You are.
But-
Sure.
Because when I review something, I want to actually touch on all the motherfucking bases and shit. You know what I'm saying? If I hear about it, y'all know about the Taxi theme song, but y'all know about Louis De Palma. Okay, all right. Y'all want to say all this shit about Bob James and the theme song and shit.
Because Bob James is known. He's known. People sample this shit.
Well, Taxi is known too, man. What the fuck you
Yeah.
talking about?
Well, I know the theme song because of Souls of Mischief. That's why I know the theme song.
Souls of Mischief, man.
They sampled it. I know that song. The theme song, it was great.
They were all right. I've never been a big Souls of Mischief fan like that. They were all right.
Man, look what he's saying. Souls of Mischief was great. One of the most underrated hip hop groups ever.
They weren't touching the far side. I'm sorry.
There you go. I totally disagree. I think they have better spitters than Souls of Mischief. All four of them. Besto,
Ooh.
A Plus,
Ooh.
AJ, Opio, better than Farside, lyrically.
You are
They have a
crazy.
better discography than Farside.
That I agree with.
When you get to plain rap, it wasn't the same. With just two members with Booty Brown and Amani.
But see, the far side had that ill style and
They
shit.
did.
You know,
For their
come on.
first two albums, yes, it was classic. But
Yeah.
after those other members left, they fell off. Souls of Mischief is still together. They still putting out heat. They ain't never disbanded. They still putting out. They did their solo things and they still remain a group even to this day.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? We've got to put some respect on Hyro, man. If people forget about them.
And that's the thing. I've never really been the biggest Hyro fan like that.
But I might have to do a fucking Hyro live stream or something because I've been a big Hyro fan since Dell.
I like Dell.
Yeah,
I like Dell.
Dell. Dell is great. Dell is great. You know what I'm saying? Arrested Development to me they only had like one good album. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Second one I didn't care for. But yeah, Souls of Mischief, man, they one of the best. They still ill on the mic.
Shit. I'll probably give them more of a chance and shit. Fuck it. But other than that, well, I hope everyone has a good night.
We'll talk about the Loonies when you actually pay us to talk about the Loonies.
Yeah, because last time I checked, you still didn't give me no money for the exhibit review.
When you actually donate to the channel, then we'll talk about the Loonies and all those Loonies albums.
Shit, I'm not fucking Santa Claus, motherfucker. Last time I checked, I'm still waiting on that donation for the rest of this review.
You spelled the Loonies wrong also. It's Luniz.
Shit, I thought you was talking about Bugs and Daffy from that shit, boy.
Oh, man.
But other than that, man, I hope everyone has a good night. Appreciate this try as usual.
Okay.
I'll see y'all later.
Peace.
Justify this tomorrow. God help us. Shit.